The Real McCoys, starring Walter Brennan, created by Irving Pincus.
Want you to meet the family known as the Real McCoys. That's Grandpappy Amos, the head of the clan. He roars like a lion, but he's gentle as a lamb. And now here's Luke, who beams with joy since he made Kate Mrs. Luke McCoy. From West Virginia they came to stay in sunny California. Old Grandpappy Amos and the girls and the boys of the family known as the Real McCoys.
I never had such dirty hands.
Oh, pass the towel. Here's towel, Luke. There's one thing I hate. It's cleaning smudge pots.
What do we have to do, Senor Grandpa?
Because I'm a fussy housekeeper. Get that, will you, Peppino?
Okay.
Look what you done to the towel there, Luke.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm sorry. I'm Orville McCoy.
I am Peppino.
Yeah. And I was looking for my kinfolks.
Oh, a relative from Smoky Corners, West Virginia?
Yeah, except I've been traveling a lot lately, though. Wood floors. Mighty fancy.
I'll tell Senor Grandpa you're here. He'll be very happy. He loves his family almost as if they were friends. You'll excuse me. Senor Grandpa, I got good news for you.
Yeah?
You have a visitor, one of your own family.
My own family?
Senor Orville McCoy.
Orville? Oh, no. Cousin Awful Orville? He get way out here. I don't know, but we got to see to it. He keeps on going.
Senor Grandpa, this is your own cousin?
Second cousin. Complete removed. And that means as far away as we can get from him.
I don't understand. He seems so nice.
See, Peppino, there's something you don't know about Orville. He's a jinx.
What's that?
Bad luck. No matter where he goes or what he does, he's a jinx. I guess it's something he was born with. And now you go on out there and you tell him we ain't home. And if you know what's good for you, don't shake hands with him.
Now you tell me. How do you like that? When you're a busy man like I am in a big hacienda like this, you forget little things like people who are here, who are not.
You mean Cousin Amos ain't here? Well, where is he?
Well, you can try sending Senor Grandpa McCoy a letter to Guadalajara. I don't think he'll get it because I don't think he's going there.
Peppino, what's going on?
This is my sister Catalina. You try Guadalajara.
What are you doing?
Well, I tried.
I'm Kate McCoy. Can I help you?
Well, I'm Orville McCoy, and I'm looking for my cousin Amos McCoy.
Well, that's Grandpa. He'll be right glad to see you. Grandpa?
I don't think he's going to hear you.
Grandpa? Grandpa, come on out. Your cousin Orville's here. Well, what's the matter with you? Cousin Orville is here.
Yeah, I might as well get it over with. Did you call me, Kate? Oh, Cousin Orville. This is a surprise. Why didn't you tell me my Cousin Orville was here?
Grandpa, you said I was...
That'll be enough out of you.
Oh, I'm glad to see you, Cousin Amos.
Well, you know my grandson, Luke.
Oh, how are you, Luke?
This is my wife, Kate. This is real pleasant of you to stop off a few minutes and say hello. You leave us know where you are, no matter how far away you get.
Grandpa, Cousin Orville's not leaving. He just got here.
Well, sugar, babe, there's something I forgot to tell you.
Well, tell me later. Cousin Orville, you look like you've had a long, dusty trip. What you need is a hot meal.
I'll go along with that. Make him up some sandwiches so he can have a midnight snack on the road.
Grandpa!
Oh, that's all right, Cousin Kate. I understand.
Understand what?
Well, see, when I'm around, I'm considered like sort of a jinx.
Well, I never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, well, it's true. See, ever since I was born, and no matter what happens, if a mule breaks his leg, or the river floods, or the cows go dry, they blame it on me.
So you see, Kate, we can't take a chance.
See, I'd figured that if I got far enough away from home, see, to a new place, that I'd just keep on going.
Wait a minute, Cousin Orville. Now, you stay right here. Grandpa, Luke, I want to talk to you.
Now, look, Kate.
No,
Excuse
wait-
me a minute.
wait a
I'll be
minute.
right back.
Sugar baby.
In the kitchen, I want to talk to you both.
He tried to explain to you what...
I don't want him to hear. Just go. I just can't believe what my ears is hearing. You practically ordering a blood relative out of this house.
Well, you hear what he said, Kate.
Grandpa, you don't mean to tell me you believe all that superstitious nonsense, do you?
Well, now, if I got to answer, yes. Now, look, Kate, we don't mean no harm to the boy, but you don't know the things that can happen when folks get mixed up with this fella.
Talk. That's all it is talk.
Well...
And you're not going to throw that man out.
Kate, we'll be taking an awful chance with Orville.
That's ridiculous, Luke. Besides, you was talking about hiring an extra man.
Oh, now, Sugar Babe.
But you need somebody to help with the harvesting and the other chores.
Well, where are we going to put him up?
In the barn with Peppino. There's plenty of room.
Well, all right.
Admit it, Grandpa. You do feel better about letting him stay, don't you?
I don't know how I feel. I'll tell you one thing. The first bonfire disaster, and out he goes.
Gee whiz, Bessie. You've broken your record already. Boy.
Hi, Cousin Little Luke.
Oh, hi, Cousin Orville.
Need somebody to spell you for a while?
No. Well, it ain't kind of your bad luck or anything like that.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that.
Yeah, I haven't gone far enough in school to learn about superstitions yet. It's just that, well, Bessie's kind of a one-man cow. I'm the only one who can milk her.
Well, you don't have to worry none about that. Me and animals get along just fine.
Now, Cousin Orville! Cousin Orville!
Oh, Cousin Little Luke.
My ears!
Well, Peppino, how you doing with the duck pond?
Sure. Senor Grandpa, give me a hand, please. Senor Grandpa, I will be much happier if we eat the ducks and forget about the pond.
Well, I guess there is a lot of digging to be done, and maybe you need a little help.
That's what I've been trying to tell you for a long Momento. Who are you thinking of for this help?
Well, I just seen Orville. He said that little Luke had just done with the milking. You know, they never got but one pail of milk today. Anyways, I told Orville he could come over here and help you with the digging.
You mean Cousin Orville will be in that hole with me?
As soon as he gets his pick, he'll be down there swinging.
Senor Grandpa, not that I believe in jinxes or...
Are you worried about Orville swinging the pick and back here?
Well, no, but mostly yes. Grandpa, these things that happen when he's around, do they really happen?
Oh, Peppino, that's a lot of hogwash. That's superstition, like Kate said. Leastwise, I never talked to none of the survivors. If there is any. Well, I got work to do.
Peppino! I'm ready. Well, let's get in the hole and start swinging.
Senor, it's a small hole. It will be crowded. Besides, you're a relative. You should have your own hole to dig in.
Well, that's very considerate of you, but I ain't fussy, see? I wouldn't want Cousin Amos to think I was no lazy bones.
Well, no. I'll do the digging, and you do the watching. Why don't you sit down? Look, no sense in both of us getting tired.
I know, I don't...
Hold it.
Anything wrong?
Oh, no. It's just that... Well, wasn't you supposed to be helping Peppino?
Oh, yeah, well, that's before he fell in that hole.
Hold it, Orville. Peppino fell in a hole?
Yeah. Lucky I was there to pull him out.
Oh, you was there?
Right smack dab behind him.
Hold it, Orville.
But he's perfectly all right.
In whose opinion?
He wouldn't have drove himself all the way into town if he hadn't been all right, now would he?
Oh, yeah, that's different.
Yeah. He'll be back when he gets the iodine.
Hold it, Orville. What iodine?
Cousin little Luke.
What for?
For his ears. Top of which got skinned when that pail fell down around his head.
By any chance, was you there when it happened?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, well, I think that'll be all the fencing that we'll do today.
Yeah, but Dick, I never drove one single fence post.
Well, you see, this is just the wrong time of the day for it.
You're just making excuses.
Oh, no,
You're worried
Orville. No,
about
not...
me. You're worried.
It ain't that at all, Orville. It's just that, well, it's just that it's awful hot out here, you see, and I was starting to get a little thirsty, and I thought I'd come over and have myself a nice, cool drink. That's all. All my life, and I never caught myself before. I tell you, Kate, we just got to do something about Orville before he bad lucks all of us right into the county hospital.
Right.
My ears are still ringing from that. I never get...
Stop this instant. That's the trouble. You're all so worried about Orville bringing you bad luck that you ain't watching what you're doing. It's all your own fault. And from now on, I don't want to hear nobody blaming Orville for something that he didn't do.
What happened to your finger?
Orville was there, but he didn't have nothing to do with it. I was fretting over what he was doing, and I got careless like the rest of you and burned my finger.
Well, for a fellow who ain't responsible, there's sure a lot of damage being done.
You gotta stop talking that way and start helping. He's a fine, sweet, wouldn't hurt a fly kind of man. And he deserves a chance just like everybody else.
How'd it go?
Everybody's fine.
Everything all right?
I ain't noticed any typhoons or earthquakes. Of course, I ain't looked out the window lately.
Luke, you was with Orville this morning. You got any accidents to report?
Nothing happened, and Orville was a big help.
Luke?
Nothing happened, and Orville was a big help.
A big help in the barn, too, with the milking and the mopping.
You should have seen him digging that hole. Fast, like if it was for his mother-in-law.
Well, I never thought I'd admit I was wrong in public, but I was sure wrong about Orville.
Oh, Grandpa, I'm proud to see you got the courage to change your mind.
Well, I ain't only going to change my mind. I want to give the boy a chance to work right along with us without no ifs, ands, or buts.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, Orville. Orville, Grandpa's got something he wants to tell you. Wait till you hear. And, Grandpa, I'm going out in the kitchen and bake 4 apple pies. Each one of them for you personal.
Orville, everything's working out just fine.
It is?
Yes, and from now on, you're just like the rest of us. We're all going to work together, shoulder to shoulder.
Just like one of the family. You'll be as important as I am.
Oh, I don't know how to thank you.
Well, don't bother. And now today, we're going down and dynamite them tree stumps down in the south corner, you see.
We're going to be working with dynamite? Senor Orval, too?
Well, it's a 4-man job.
I'm glad I'm a child.
Senor Grandpa, I just remembered something very important. I have a date in Tijuana starting right now.
Peter, you stay right where you're at.
Well, Grandpa, it might be too soon to dynamite them stumps. I mean, maybe we ought to let them roots rotten up just a little more.
Now, what's going on around here?
I'll tell you. Cousin Amos. They're afraid to be alone with me and a box of dynamite.
But why? They said everything went fine this morning.
Yeah, well, it didn't. Little Luke got a head full of pail, and big Luke conked himself in the head with a water jug, and Peppino fell in a hole. Cousin Kate burned her finger. I never was in such miserable good form.
least I can say is there ain't going to be no dynamite.
No, I wouldn't let you see anyway, even if you wanted to. I'm just a born Jinx, and don't seem to be no way I can fight it. So I guess I better leave.
Orville, we was hoping things would work out.
Oh, yeah, well, thank you, Luke.
I'm afraid this thing is bigger than all of us.
Yeah, well, I gotta go pack, see, and... Well, I thank all of you. And will you say goodbye to Cousin Kate for me? She's a nice lady.
Luke, you tell Kate about this when you see her, huh?
Well, what about you telling her?
You think I'm scared? Well, it just so happens I get business in town.
What business, Grandpa?
Well, I'll think of something.
Yeah. Me too.
I'll be kind of munching some of them 4 pies that you...
They all burned up. Black as some people's hearts, I know.
Oh, now, sugar babe, we didn't throw Orville out. He throwed himself out.
Kate, we couldn't keep him here. He has enough hard luck stored up in him to contaminate the whole San Fernando Valley.
So, we was all just careless. But I'm going to be even worse luck than Orville. Because I got a feeling that I'm going to ruin the supper tonight, too.
Oh, now, Kate, now that...
And you might be Jinx, too, Luke. You just might end up sleeping in the barn.
It'll be kind of lonely for him out there in the road tonight.
It'd be lonelier for me in the barn.
Would you like to go for a drive, Luke?
You mean look for Orville?
No, I ain't saying to go look for him. I ain't saying we won't go look for him. We just drive slow and keep our eye peeled to the side of the road.
I'll get our jackets.
Hope nothing's happened to the boy.
Ain't moving a muscle. Hi, Orville.
What are you two doing here?
We come to take you back home, Orville.
I just don't see no point in it.
Now, Orville, no McCoy was ever known to leave another McCoy sleep out in the woods like some tramp. We'd spread some nice fresh straw in the barn so you can sleep there. And then we can talk this thing all over in the morning.
But I just don't want to cause nobody any trouble.
Orville, you're coming back with us.
You're taking an awful chance.
That's a lot of foolishness, Orville. After all, what kind of a disaster could happen in just one night?
Fire! Help! Somebody! Help! Fire! Help! Fire! Please! Help! Fire! Save us! Luke! Help! Fire! Help!
Where, Orville? Where, Orville? Where?
What is it, Orville?
Oh, my.
I think it's out now, but I told you not to bring me back. I told you something awful would happen.
Oh, Orville, don't say things like that.
Nobody's blaming you, son.
What, Grandpa, it was them smudge pots.
Yeah, that gall-darn Pepina, that's what it was.
me?
Where you been?
I went to town to see Conchita for the
I
bar.
thought I told you to always put them out before you put them back here in the barn.
Well, I thought I did, Senor
You
Rampa.
thought. Don't you know them things will smolder and smolder for hours and suddenly burst into flame if you don't put them out right in the first place?
I'm sorry, Senor Rampa.
Sorry, he says. Why, this dynamite wasn't but 2 feet away from them smudge pots.
Oh, no.
Yes, the lucky thing you was asleep in here, over.
Oh, I'll say, this much dynamite, we could all been killed. I ain't fooling.
Grandpa, do you realize what you just said?
What?
You said it was a lucky thing that Orville was here.
What it was?
Well, don't you see? Maybe his luck has changed.
Hey, that's right, sugar babe. Yeah, Orville, you wasn't bad luck, you was good luck.
Oh, I just happened to be sniffing at the time, and I sniffed smoke. That's all.
Well, now, your sniffing probably saved all our lives. And if you ask me, I'd say you unjinxed yourself.
Unjinxed? Oh, you mean just on account of a little thing like that?
Oh, Orville, I wouldn't call what you did a little thing.
No, sir. Saving a whole family from being wiped out. There ain't nothing little about that.
You think maybe that I'm all right now?
There ain't no question about it.
Gosh.
It's a good feeling, ain't it?
I feel almost like a regular person.
And you got a right to feel that way, too. You're just as regular as anybody else.
I am.
Orville, you're just as good as the next fella.
I am.
Come on, Orville. Come on up to the house. I'll fix you some tea.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
I think I'll have some tea, too.
You stay here, you ninny. See, it worked out just the way we figured it.
Peppino, you set them smudge pots a smoldering at just the right time.
I think that Senor Orville is going to be a very happy man now.
You know, all this business about jinxing and all that stuff, I'm sure glad I got rid of my superstition. Knock wood.